unless you've been living under a rock or you've been on a media fast, you're aware that due to COVID-19, entire cities are shutting down. Depending on your state and local governments, you could be quarantined in your home. Personally, where I live in a small town in Tennessee, almost every place is closed. The only places that are open are restaurants where you can only do takeout. You can't physically eat in the restaurant. And grocery stores and pharmacies, gas stations. But gyms, movie theaters, malls, sporting events, schools, all of those places are canceled. And every place closes at 12. Restaurants, stores, everywhere. It is a state law. Now, I'm not here to tell you my opinion medically, politically, or legally. I have accepted what is happening because I believe in Stoicism. Everything has cause and effect. Society, governments, people, individuals, they're going to act in a certain way. You figure out how they're going to act and you focus on what you can do to put yourself in a position where there is a higher probability that you will succeed. So the question is, how can you not only keep your sanity during this crisis, but how can you become better physically, mentally, and financially? The first thing you can do, I'm going to go over 5 things that you should do or not do during this quarantine, part quarantine, whatever the hell's going on with you, in order to put yourself in a better position. The first is limit your consumption of news. News corporations need bombastic headlines. They need to create events out of thin air, which are called pseudo events, in order to get you to click on their page. That's why they have headlines, which are fear porn. You get scared, you panic, you click on their web page, their website, their article, and they get advertising revenue. You want to be informed a little bit about your local town if there are certain cases, but scrolling through social media, watching the news is just going to give you the perception that things are getting worse, that the world is over, and it's going to put you in a state of panic. The worst thing you can do is panic about something that you can't change. People will keep scrolling on Facebook, seeing the same bullshit. Now, what should you do? The first thing you should do is exercise. I know most gyms are closed. If you do not have a weight room, you can go on YouTube and find plenty of workouts without weights. Do some form of exercise, whether you're like me and you like to lift weights, run, do the hardcore shit, or just walk. But the worst thing you can do is sit down, be lazy, and watch Netflix all day. The second thing is read. It can be about anything. Educate yourself. Right now I'm reading about some of the business tycoons and the growth of the American economy. Might be boring as shit to you, and I get that. Read about something you're into. Learn a new recipe. Learn about the stock market. Learn about the U.S. presidents. Learn about the Constitution. Learn about your family tree. Whatever it is, find some form of reading. Now, why should you read something instead of watch something? Well, if you're physically active and you stimulate your brain by reading, you give your brain the illusion that you are accomplishing something. And when you accomplish something, your brain gets dopamine. People are used to getting dopamine from a hard day's work, from going to the gym, from going out with friends, from stimulating conversation. But now that you can't do that, You've got to find ways to go around it. Reading and exercise are two great things you can do in order to stimulate your mind. And the third thing is stay off social media, which is obvious. I don't have to go into all that. The fourth thing is don't hoard. Logically speaking, if you buy all the Germ-X, if you buy all the Kleenex, all the wipes, all of the Lysol, you're going to increase the spread of the virus. A virus is going to spread on a surface. If no one else has Lysol, that virus is going to last for up to 30 minutes to 3 hours, and it's going to further spread. So if you're a dipshit and you buy all the stuff, not only are you a pathetic asshole, but you are increasing the probability, and again, it's all about increasing the probability to get the outcomes you want by doing what you can do to get there. You can't control other people, just yourself. But if you do that, you're increasing the probability that the disease will spread throughout your town and that you personally could get it. The fifth thing is educate yourself on what you can do in order to decrease the probability that you'll get the virus. The first is get 8 hours of sleep. If you sleep 8 hours, which is now easy to do if you're not working, you're not going to church, if you're not going anywhere, your immune system works the hardest. That's when your antibodies, that's when your body works the hardest. Get 8 hours of sleep. Educate yourself on what minerals, what vitamins you can put in your body to increase your immune system. The first is Canada Dry Tonic Water. It contains quinine, and it protects against malaria, which is a fever. The British Navy actually used tonic water. They mixed it with gin when they were going into India, and that's one of the reasons they conquered almost half the globe in their heyday. Dandelion tea helps your digestive system. Vitamin C, it repairs your tissues and it helps create certain neurotransmitters. You can get mustard, spinach, kale, kiwi, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, lemon, strawberries, oranges. And then get zinc. You can get zinc supplements. It's found in cells throughout your body. It helps your immune system fight off invading bacteria and viruses. And it helps your body heal wounds. Scientific studies, look up zinc. It is a natural mineral in your body. And those are things you can do. Educate yourself, accomplish exercise, read, stay off social media, stay off the news, boost your immune system, and you can become a better person. In the next video, I will talk about how to improve yourself financially, because that's going to take an entire different video.